and the rest of the world. Follow the US midterm elections on the BBC News Channel and online.
Tonight at 6, we're live in Downing Street, where Rishi Sunak has become Prime Minister, the UK's third in 7 weeks. He faces a series of major challenges, top of which is a severe economic crisis. He spoke here a few hours ago of difficult decisions he would have to take.
I fully appreciate how hard things are. And I understand too that I have work to do to restore trust after all that has happened.
Earlier, Mr. Sunak was sworn in at Buckingham Palace by King Charles. He arrived in Downing Street to a warm reception and then set to work on his new cabinet. No change in 2 of the big offices of state. Jeremy Hunt stays at the Treasury and James Cleverly remains Foreign Secretary. Suella Braverman returns as Home Secretary less than a week after she resigned, and Dominic Raab is Deputy Prime Minister.
The dilemmas of government are instant: who to hire and who to fire, as Rishi Sunak attempts to assemble a team that can last, that his party will support.
It comes as new figures show the task in hand, with the price of some household basics soaring.
You can see it on the shelves when you go into the supermarkets. You've got to really think about making better choices.
Ultimately, the cost needs to come down, or people's income needs to go up.
We'll be looking at the serious issues confronting the new government with our editors and correspondents across the UK.
And stay with us here on BBC News for continuing coverage and analysis from our team of correspondents in the UK and around the world.
Good evening and welcome to the BBC News at 6, live from Downing Street, where a few hours ago the UK's 57th Prime Minister Rishi Sunak pledged to work day in, day out to deliver for the country and to earn the trust of the British people. He was sworn in at Buckingham Palace by the King to be the 3rd Prime Minister this year. Standing outside number 10, Mr. Sunak warned that the nation is facing profound economic uncertainty, and he promised to fix the mistakes made by his predecessor, Liz Truss. He dismissed calls for a general election, saying the mandate won by his party in 2019, when Boris Johnson was leader, belonged to every Conservative MP, and he wanted to deliver on their manifesto pledges. Rishi Sunak spent the day appointing his new cabinet, and we'll have more on that in a moment. But first, our political editor Chris Mason reports on yet another momentous day in British politics.